Hey Violet, how you doing? It's your dad here. I'm really sorry that I haven't posted in 5 days. Um, I've been really busy, but that's no excuse. Dad should always make time for his daughter, and you're the apple of my eye. So I'm gonna make time for you, and uh, but I am still imperfect, and I get busy too sometimes. But I'm gonna try my best. Um, anyway, today I got this for you. Oh, the places you'll go by Dr. Seuss. Let's dive right in. Oh, look at that! I love this book because it has some really cool landscapes. Do you know what a landscape is? A landscape is a scape of land. It's kind of like it's like when you look out over a field or a prairie or a forest or a mountain. Those are landscapes. It's like it's land. There's some mountains there. It's a field with some paths in between. Anyway, this is a magnificent book with some really cool art. Oh, the places you'll go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. Look at him. Isn't that cool looking though with the trees and they're pink and all that? This it's a very surreal book. I like it. It's uh surreal art. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. Ooh. He said, nope, I don't want that. Look, he's coming. He said, "Ooh, steer clear of that. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsie as you. Ooh, look at that. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Ooh, what's that? Oh, the places you'll go. Ooh. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. Look at him. He looks like he's having fun. Oh, isn't that cool? Look at that. They're balloons. Not like the balloons you blow up, but like big balloons. Like hot air balloons. Well, these are kind of like the balloons you blow up in this story, but in real life they have hot air balloons, and they have an open bottom, and you put hot air in them because hot air has molecules that expand. So e- everything is made up of these things called molecules and atoms and things like that. When I was your age, I learned about atoms, so you're not too young to know that. I read about it in the dictionary, and because I wanted to know what's the smallest thing there is, and well, actually, technically, there's things smaller than an atom, but anyway, when in a microscopic level, even more than microscopic, like when you look through a microscope, you see little, very little things. Well, this is even littler than that. But so air, you can't see air normally, but if you zoom in really close, you can see there's little what are called molecules. Molecules are like bunches of atoms together. And air, so like the air we breathe, oxygen is an O2 molecule. That means it has two oxygen atoms. Um, and anyway, these atoms they're wide apart already. That's why it's so easy to move through air. But in hot air, they get even further apart, and that makes them lighter because they're less dense, so they rise, and that's what makes hot air balloons rise. Anyway, you'll probably understand that better when you're older. Um, but don't ever let anybody put limits on you just because you're young, because you're very smart. I know you're very smart because you were very smart when you were just a little baby. So, you can oh, the places you can go. You can go far. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't just because, you know, you can read books that are beyond your normal age group. You know, one thing, you remember we just had Mother's Day where we appreciate our mothers? Well, one of the biggest things I appreciate about my mommy is that when I was younger than you are, she taught me how to read. Before I even started school, when I was like 3 and 4 years old, she taught me how to read. So once I started school, I was already reading more than the other kids, and it really kind of gave me a boost as far as learning. And it made me love learning. It made me love reading, and that was a gift that just kept on giving. And I love my mother very much for that. She did a very good job. And because when before I went to public school, I went to public school in kindergarten when I was 5 and 6 years old. Before that, my mama homeschooled us, so she taught us at home, and she even had a big blackboard just like they do at school, a chalkboard, and that's how I learned to read. So don't ever let anybody tell you you can't learn things that are normally older people are learning because you're very smart. So don't ever limit yourself. Anyway. And your mama learned to drive when she was like 10 years old. Um she wasn't supposed to, but I mean that's technically illegal, but y- your mama's very smart too. And so she was able to do stuff at a younger age. Um, but don't ask your mama to teach you to drive until you're like 16, 15 to 16, because that's the law. Anyway, you won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. except when you don't. Because sometimes you won't. What happens then? I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang ups and hang ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. Oh no, they're going on without him. He's stuck there. Oh, imagine if you were stuck in a place like that, in a spot like that. That's precarious. Ooh, now he's probably lost. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. Ooh. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. Ain't that the truth? You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? Ooh, mysterious. And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and three quarters? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting, waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. Hmm. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. Ooh, look at that. It's a boom band. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high. Ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. It's an elephant. Oh, the places you'll go. There's fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. I wonder what that game is called. It looks very complicated. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. Hmm. Ooh. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone will be something. You'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There's some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. Ooh, scary. Spooky. But on you will go, through the though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hacking cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. Look at him. Look at how big those things are. Those must be the hacking cracks. And they're howling. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. Look at that big thing. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step, step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. Ooh. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. Oh, not the end yet. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. The end. And that was Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. He went a lot of places, didn't he? You know, life can take us in unexpected places. It's an adventure. It really is. Sometimes you find yourself in places, sometimes you lose yourself in other places, but you know, uh, the key the key to getting through life really is to go with God. I know I say that a lot. I know I say talk about God a lot, of course, but you know, uh, I want you to have the same advantages that I have in life. And I could not get through this life and the places I've been and the places I'm going if it weren't for God. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you have a good night and I hope you don't let the bed bugs bite. And I hope you tell your mama how much you love her and also tell her how much I love her too. Because your daddy loves her. I love both of y'all very, very, very much. And I'll try to have more videos for you more often. I'll try to make time for you because it's how very important you are to me. So I'll always try to make time for you. Anyway, I love you, and I'll see you later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye bye.